All right, today we are talking with Michael Honig from Napa Valley, and Michael is going to give us some insights to his winery, as well as the Napa Valley Cabernet that we have in a number of our restaurants. So, Michael, introduce
Yeah,
yourself.
thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm really excited. You have our 2016 Napa Cabernet. There's some photos that keep popping up behind me, which are photos of our vineyard. So Honig and my family's property is based in Rutherford. And if you look at the Napa Valley, it's broken up into various districts. Rutherford is world-renowned for Cabernet Sauvignon. And to the east of me is Camus. To the north is Quintessa. We have Gergich and Inglenook and Cakebread to the west of us. So very old viticultural area. My family bought this property when my grandfather purchased it in the early 60s. So originally we were grape growers for other wineries. And then in 1980, we made our first wine. Originally started with Sauvignon Blanc and then branched into Cabernet. So unlike a lot of producers and people you've probably spoken with who make take more of a shotgun approach, my idea is more like a bullet. So there's no Chardonnay, there's no second labels. It's all Sauvignon Blanc and Cabernet when you look at Honig.
Great. Yeah, I've personally been working with you in the winery for a number of years, and
Long time, yes.
Yeah,
different capacities too. So
I know it's been good though. It's really a brand that I've always appreciated. I like the fact that you guys are family owned. You're accessible. Your wine prices are I think fair. I've visited the winery, and obviously great hospitality out there. So everything is great. So when I visited, you guys, like you just said, you've got a lot of good neighbors, but specifically, where are you located in Napa Valley, and why is that a special place for you?
Yeah, so Rutherford, if you look at a map of the valley, Rutherford is almost a geographic center. As I said, it's incredibly well known for Cabernet. It's been growing Cabernet in this region for over 100 years. And what we're trying to achieve with our wine, I think the 16, which is a great representation of our past vintages, is we're shooting for a little softer style. As you said, we're always known as a good value in the context of Napa, and that's what I want. I want people to be able to finish the bottle, enjoy it, and also to have it complement your chef's cuisine. So unlike some of my neighbors who are trying to be the biggest, baddest Cabernet in the block, we're looking for more elegance, more subtlety, softer fruit aromas, a lot of red fruits of plum and cherry, cassis, a little lower in alcohol. The idea is it is meant to be a wine that's going to complement all the flavors on the plate without overpowering the dish. And
Right.
That's where I think we've had such success. And you know, the wine you have, the 16, majority is Cabernet. We also have Petit Verdot, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, and Malbec blended in. So again, it's a great representation of Christian Belair, who's been our winemaker now for 23 years. And I encourage, we're doing this in a short time frame. If you want more information, if the team members would like to learn more about how the wines are made, the barrels we're using, honigwine.com has all that technical details and is more insightful if that's what they want a little bit more depth and knowledge about the wine.
Yeah, no, well, I know when I do staff trainings live as opposed to virtually, when we taste the wine, I think everything you just said, and especially that accessibility, the softness of the wines, but just the generous fruit that isn't overwhelming, and the alcohol that isn't killing you when you're trying to pair it up with some food is great. So what are the couple things maybe that you really like to eat with that Cabernet? So
I'm not a huge meat eater, but I think, obviously anything red is pork is wonderful. Actually, some of the things I really like is like salmon. I like a nice piece of salmon with maybe a wine reduction sauce. I'm a simple eater. I mean, again, I live in restaurants. There's a lot of the people that are on this watching this new. So I've gotten to tend to eat a little bit lighter in style. But again, that's why I think our wine works so well, is because it will work with a beautiful steak, but also work with a piece of salmon. And that's always been another goal of ours, is to have that versatility, because menus are menus of the world now. No one just has one item or two items. It's about all the different varieties you have. Right. So the wine really is meant to represent and match and pair with all these different flavors. So
yeah, that's what's great. And with our restaurant group, obviously, as I think you know, we have steakhouses, we have seafood restaurants, we have a couple burger restaurants, Italian, and pizza and everything. So
yeah, bottle of Cabernet and pizza. There's a compliment. Jesus
I like that. I might have that tonight. Okay, so any last points? Just selling points or whatnot?
Well, I'll make a few. We've already touched on value. We've touched on style. Family, incredibly important to me. There's 6 family members and 2 different generations involved at Honig. Sustainable practices. Honig means honey in German. That's why on the label there's an B. But again, we do crazy things like lightweight bottles and recycling and solar. I train dogs to find bugs in our vineyard. Again, it's all on the website, so I don't want to bore everyone with that. But so I think value, style, focus, family, and sustainability are really the 5 key points to Honig.
All right. Well, I think those are 5 key points to live by. So I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Michael. And
always great to catch up with you, Brian. And thank you. And thank you. And the one I will leave this with is a thank you. Obviously, we're filming this during a very difficult time in all of our lives. We're all challenged. I try to remind my children to have empathy for everyone. But I wanted just to thank everyone on this video for all they do for my family, because you've got a lot of wines to sell, and I've always appreciated what you do in promoting our wines to your guests. And I just want to thank you for that. And we all will get through this. So hopefully I'll see you in person very soon.
yeah, hopefully. All right. Thank you, Michael. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay.